My name is Gene Barretta, and I write and illustrate children's books. If you're not familiar with my work, you can visit my website, which is genebarretta.com. But right now, in the moment, I have a really great idea. Why don't we draw together? Do you have paper? Do you have pencils? If you don't, go grab some. Right? I see some right over there. Do you see it? Turn around. Got it? Yeah, bring it over here. Come on. We're going to create something the world has never seen. We're going to create our own animal, our own creature. The way I like to do that is, well, over the course of the week, we got suggestions from you guys, your favorite animals. Choose your favorite animals, send them to us, and what we're going to do is pick the most distinguishing features from those animals and put them all together to make one brand new animal. Wait do you see what we come up with? I don't even know what we're going to come up with until I'm doing it. But I'm going to start with 4 recommendations. I'd like to start first with, I'm going to look at the list here. Let's go with the Puma by Will, sent in by Will. Thank you, Will. I'm going to write that right up here where you can see it, Puma. Let's add the bunny. Gianna sends that to us. Thank you, Gianna. Grazie, Gianna. I'm going to do 4 with this animal. Baby chick, sent in by Samantha. And finally for this one, let's go with the turtle, sent in by Tegan and Sam. Thank you guys. Turtle. Now, the first thing I do is I start with the pencil, because I like to just block in the large shapes before I put in the details and darken it with this. Also, the pencil allows me to erase and start over if I mess something up, which of course I always do as long as I've been doing this. Artists, as long as they've been working, artists, we all still make mistakes along the way. So you've got to be prepared with your pencil and eraser. I'm going to start first with the most distinguishing part of a turtle. Let's put the shell right here, right in the center. You know what a turtle shell looks like. Here's the basic shape for a turtle shell. There's an opening in the front here where the head usually comes out, where the head always comes out. I've never seen it come out of any other part. And you know how the turtles have these patterns on their shells? They're sort of distorted rectangles. I'm going to block those in very lightly. You'll see how we darken things up soon. For the head, what do you say we put a little tiny chick head in the turtle shell, right there. And the neck will move back into the shell there. And we'll just darken that in because that's the inside of the shell. On the chick's head, see, now I'm already going to just erase some of those lines that are inside the circle of the head. The chick needs its little beak, which we can put there. Put a little bit of hair coming off the top of its head. And these little tiny eyes and eyebrows. Okay? What's next? What do we need? How about rabbit ears, bunny ears, coming all the way up like that. Here's a little tip for you. Notice how I drew the bunny ears right over top of the shell? Well, that's why also, like I said, I use pencil sometimes, because when I ink it in, I'm going to start with the rabbit ear since it's in front of the shell, and these two won't get mixed up together. We've got the ears in there. How about we'll also give it a bunny tail, a little fluffy bunny tail. And then the legs, I guess we have to go with the puma. Now in real life, if it was real proportions, the puma legs would be much larger than this piece of paper compared to the size of this turtle. But I'm going to make it miniature puma, a little pumette, if you will. First, their legs always move toward the back of the body and then come forward like this first. And then the little paws, not little, but in this case, little paws down here. Then there's the back one, which comes in right here. Can you hear my neighbors? Like me, like you, I'm here at home in the apartment, so I apologize if you hear any neighbors like there. Well, we all have to stay in and stay safe right now. So good for you. Stay in the house. I'm going to do a little bunny paws right up front. It's very strange, isn't it? Little bunny paws right in the front. And that is one weird creature, but it's ours. We created it. And I'm going to now switch over to the blue marker. You can use whichever color you like. I'm going to start here with the ear. And like I said, I'm drawing it right over top of, right in front of that shell. And there's that inner ear part. That's why I drew that. I'm going to make a little bit of hair in the front here, and then add the other ear. Only since this ear is facing away from us, you're not going to see the inner part. You just see the back of the ear. Now here's where I can continue the shell. I'm going to put these little bumps, because these shapes here are not flat on the shell. They stand a little bit off of the top of the shell and make a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to make those little jagged bumps and then continue the shape like this. And they don't have to be exact, because the shapes on the turtle shell are not, they don't all have the same shape or size. And then I continue the shell back here too. Okay? Now here is the opening of the shell. And it actually folds around the bottom, so it'll come around there, and then here's where you can see the rim of the shell down there. Here's a little lip on the opening, and then another one of these abstract looking rectangles. I'm going to finish the shape of the head, and I'm going to stop right where the beak starts. Put a little smile on this chick head, and then bring it up to where it meets the neck, and the neck goes back into the shell. And here I'm going to darken this just to let you know that that's actually deep in the shell where it's a little bit darker. Right? Okay. Here is the eyes. How's it going to see if we don't add eyes? Eyebrows. I'm going to make these a little bit larger. Okay. Now, of course, we have to darken these bunny paws. This one too. Almost looks like it's getting ready to play the piano. Maybe that's something you can add on your own time. A little piano right here. Back paws, not paws, back legs belong to the puma. Three puma toes here. That might not be exactly what a puma foot looks like or paw, but we can make up our own rules because it's our drawing. We can do whatever we want. Add the back leg here. Notice you don't see all of it because it's behind the front leg. 3 toes. I have to look on the screen here because sometimes if I draw from the side, the whole drawing looks slanted. So I'm just looking to see what I'm on the monitor here, what it's looking like. Okay, and a little bunny tail. That's one strange animal. Now, if I were to color it, I would darken this back leg a little bit with the color just so it feels like it's a little bit behind the other one, right? There's our first creature. It needs a name. You can make up your own name, but I'm going to pick a name that combines. You know what I just did here? I just realized this. Instead of writing the word bunny, I wrote the name Gianna by accident. Oh boy. Well, it's not part Gianna, it's part bunny. But I'm going to leave that there because I like it. Sometimes I like mistakes, happy mistakes. So let's see. We need puma, elephant, chick, and turtle. Chick, elephant, turtle, puma, chick, Bicurtaluma. Bic, like bunny and chick. Turtle, like turtle. Turtleluma. Bicurtaluma. Benny, the Bicurtaluma. Ta-da! How did yours turn out? How does it look? You know, you can always come back and watch this video after we're finished here live and brush up on it, spend more time with it, make your own. Time to do another. We're going to do 2 today. I like how that turned out. That is one strange animal, and I bet you've never seen one of these before, have you? Neither have I. Let's pick 4 more animals, shall we? How about if we go to the giraffe that Caleb recommended? Giraffe. Make sure I write down the animals' names instead of the kids' names. Oh, look, my cat is here. How about the unicorn? Suggested by Lainey. Thank you, Lainey. The unicorn. The elephant. Recommended by Natalie. I almost wrote Natalie. Elephant. And let's pick one more. I think since we've got these larger animals, I'm going to go really small and pick the prairie dog by Solomon, suggested by Solomon. Prairie dog. I apologize if I didn't choose you, but maybe another time we can we'll pick yours if we do this again. Of course, we're going to need this giraffe neck, right? How could you do this without a giraffe neck? It's the most distinguishing feature of a giraffe. I'm going to put a little oval for where the giraffe's head would be because I'm going to start with a giraffe head and neck. Guess what this is? It's part of the elephant. Of course, how could you not have an elephant's trunk? I'm going to also give it one big elephant ear. Maybe a unicorn's ear, kind of like a horse's ear. And how can you not have a unicorn's horn? Right? Put a little, oh, you know what? How about the giraffe horns? I like those giraffe horn shapes. Can you see that all right? I know I'm drawing a little bit light, but we're going to darken it like we did with the first one. The eyes will be here. One of them will be a little bit behind the trunk, but you'll see what happens here. And for the body, like I said, I'm going to go with the small prairie dog body. Probably thinking, well, how can this tiny body hold up the weight of all of this? Because it's fantasy. You can make it whatever you want. Who knows? Maybe this weighs far more than all of this. Little prairie dog legs, which are bunched up in the back. You ever see, like when your cat sits, the back leg kind of becomes this big rounded shape. And then the little prairie dog paws. And for the tail, about a big unicorn tail, like a horse. And then, you know, the giraffe, they also have these shapes similar to the turtle shell shapes. Okay, I'm going to make this a big lash on the eye of this giraffe and big pupils. So let's go to our blue pen. Start right at the top with the unicorn horn. A little bit of hair coming out the top. Elephant trunk. I don't always have to stick exactly to the first line I drew. Got a little bit of a smile there. And then the nostrils. They always have these wrinkles in their trunk, especially when it curves around. How's that looking? Okay, good. Behind the horn is the first ear, which is the unicorn ear, and also part of the rounded head. Comes back on the other side of the horn where we've started here with the giraffe's horns. It's got 3 horns, this animal. 2 giraffe ones and 1 unicorn one. It's a trihorn creature. Big elephant ears. And then we'll finish the shape of the head there. The back area like that. And I'll bring the neck all the way down. And the front all the way down into the body here. I'm going to give her a little smile, give her one here, and we're going to make these big almond-shaped eyes and lash. Like I said, you only see part of that back eye because it's behind the big trunk. And then large pupils. And the eyebrows. One of them you can't see, it's behind the horn. I'm going to also put some lines on the horn to suggest that the horn is curving around by these curved lines. Okay? I'm going to even have an open mouth here. And there's the tongue and the bottom lip. And you can darken inside of the mouth. What do you think? All right. Then the giraffe, of course, has, like I said, these patterns on its trunk. And like I said, I'm moving through this a little quicker than I would generally. If I had more time, I would take more time to do these more neatly, which you can do when we finish working together here today. All right. Finally, well, not finally, I'm going to make this, instead of just a straight line, I'm going to make a little bit of jaggedness, like it's furry. The back of the top of the body, and then this jaggedy, furry back leg and paw of the prairie dog. So it's a short-haired animal, but it's still hairy and furry. The back leg here, and then the belly, which is almost on the ground. I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow underneath of the animal here, just to suggest that it's not floating in space. It's actually standing on a surface and creating a shadow there. Finally, the delicate, graceful tail of the unicorn, like a horse's tail. And just put a few more lines in there. Ta-da! I think we have it. We need a name, of course. Giraffe, unicorn, elephant, prairie dog, prunifant? I think we're going to go with that. Penelope so prunifant, pr from prairie dog, una from unicorn, f from giraffe, and ant from elephant. The prunifant. Penelope the prunifant. We did it. Let's look at them together. Whoops. Ta-da! Becky the Bacurtaluma. Becky the Bacurtaluma. And Penelope the prunifant. Have you ever seen one of these in your entire life? Neither have I. Original creations by us. We did it together. And that's how I like to work. Well, gang, I hope you had a good time. I really appreciate you joining me. I would love to see your drawings, by the way. You know what you can do? You can either, I don't know if there's a way to post them on the Brandywine website, but you can also go to my website and send them to me. I'd love to see them. Go to genebarretta.com. There's a page where you can email me your images. I would really like to see them, so give that a consideration. Maybe we'll do this again. If you're stuck inside, I hope you're finding some really cool, interesting things to do like we did today. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you and talk to you at some point and meet you at some point. Take care. Bye.